Yo, what is up, guys? It's me, Eve, again here. And Kaiju number 8 is having a game. We have trailers for the game already out. It's been maybe a few weeks, I think, that the trailers are out. I actually knew about this, and I'm really anticipated for the game. But again, it's probably a very early to tell when the game is gonna come out. But the season 2 was already announced; it's coming in summer, so I would assume that the game is gonna come out on the same time as the anime season 2, because again it's probably the perfect time to have the free advertisement for the game just in phase of season 2, especially because probably season 2 is going to be very big, because they ended just perfectly on the moment when the shit starts going down. You know what I mean? If you read manga, you'd know what I'm talking about. So season 2 is going to be huge, and I think that's the perfect time to drop the game, and I think that's what they're probably going to be doing at this point. So there's already a pre-registration going on for this game, so if you want to go, you can go on your emulator or phone or whatever you're using to play the gacha games. As well as I think there's no pre-registration on Steam, but the game is in Steam, so maybe you can wish list it for now, and whenever they're gonna be pre-registration in Steam as well, maybe you can get it there as well. But for now, let's check out the whole gameplay. All of that is something that they at least showed in the trailer here, and some characters there as well. So again, I mostly think there's not gonna be that many, the scenes from the whole anime. It's probably they animate some scenes themselves, as well as we've seen on some basically are some of the photos that they posted on Twitter, that there's gonna be like a novel type of stuff. Okay, we'll stop here. There's gonna be like a novel type of stuff. Again, this is a turn-based game, so it's usually how it goes. They put some novel dialogue around the characters, and they just animate their face or like their poses, all of that stuff. So in that sense, a little bit lackluster, but I'm hoping there's gonna be as many cutscenes as possible. Even if they just put out the whole cutscene from the anime, basically it's still gonna be better than just purely animating a model and then putting a text on the screen. I think that would be a little bit better if they actually put some scenes from the anime into this one, or like reanimate some scenes, maybe not as close to anime, but at least something close to that in 3D. That would be also awesome, good for me. But here on the screen we could see already first basically 4 main characters: Hoshina, Mina, I forgot her name, and obviously Kafka in form of Kaiju number 8. She starts with K. I forgot her name, but we see all of them. This is their ults, probably HP. We can see there's auto. All of that, we will see the total hit damage. This is probably just the order of who's going to be attacking after who. We have the standard skill, secondary skills, probably. Maybe this is actually an old there. Not sure about this for now. I think this is on the screen. We can see this, just the standard like attacks that they will probably do. This is definitely not their ultimates. Let's take a look at them again. This is probably this is actually how the mission probably will start. You'll be running then, and this is how it's gonna start. And this is just probably their standard skill. This is definitely not an old. It's probably some standard attack that they can do. Okay, the animation doesn't look that bad. Like, it's actually the game looks fine. Especially, I think Kaiju number 8 here, Kafka, looks the best, to be honest. Like, he looks most realistic out of all of them in terms of models. Everyone else looks a little bit, more animated compared to him. He's like, he looks a little bit more realistic, almost. And I kind of dig his design here. He doesn't look that bad. We see the levels, obviously. There's definitely gonna be the skill levels up. This is probably those ones, I would say, like probably a passive here. Again, I don't know Japanese, but this is probably something like that. As well as some interesting stuff. We could see Isao here. So he's the dad of this girl. and we already can see him here. So that means we're confirmed at least one of the characters. There's going to be a few more characters there. We're going to see it later. But for now, there's also going to be, like, this is showing that there's going to be Kafka by himself as a character, as well as the Kaiju number 8. So they're separate characters, and he's probably, as you can see here, he's a little bit purplish. So that means he's probably like an SR rated, and this is going to be like an SSR, or like maybe this is an S rank characters, and this is an A rank character. So that was also awesome that we're getting 2 separate characters, but also that means that in future we're probably gonna get versions of different alternative versions of characters. So for example, we're gonna get her without this suit, and then we're like just purely standard version from the season 1, but maybe after season 2, whenever she gets like buffed and she gets a new costume, we can get a new like S rank character in her version as well, or maybe Hoshina here as well. We could get some different versions of them. Maybe her as well without the big gun, but just with a pistol. From, again, if I would say why she would use a pistol, there will be some spoilers, but still, like, we could see different versions of them, as well as the same goes for the best friend for the main character, I think gray-haired guy. He could also he's definitely getting a second version. Especially after season 2, whenever we get with the story to that point, he's definitely getting a second version of that. So we have some equipment system. So there's going to be a few legendary. Usually how they do it in these games is that they have a specific weapon for a specific character, but it seems like there's going to be one specifically for her, but there's also going to be some other weapons. So maybe we could see some different builds just purely based on the weapons and what they do. So that would be interesting to see how it's gonna work. Same goes for him. So maybe there's gonna be like his own weapon that he's like his 5-star weapon or something like that. So okay, there's gonna be stars on the character, on the weapons there. So for example, there's gonna be a 5-star weapon for him, but it's also gonna be legendary, for example, daggers that are also 5-star, but they're not only specific for him. So that's also interesting to know. And we can see the Kaiju number 8 here, Kafka himself, Mina. Okay, this is the guy. He's what was his name? I forgot. Reno. So Reno is definitely getting his second. I think based on this is his season 1 version. So before he gets pretty cool. So he definitely gonna get another version of him. I think this is just the standard. So for all of those who are Reno fans out there, me as well, like I like him when he gets later in the story, he gets much cooler. So for now, you will only be, I think, able to play him with the gun here. I don't think he's using any Kaiju stuff yet. Kikaru, though, bro, I'm re-rolling for her for sure. She's gonna look insane, as well as Hoshino is gonna be looking insanely good as well. I would think maybe Kikoru would be an AoE damage dealer. Hoshino is definitely a solo target, as well as Mina is definitely a solo target character. Isao as well, first look at Isao, he's probably gonna be OP as fuck. If they're basing this on the story, he's definitely OP as fuck. Kaiju number 8 also looks like a single target. Okay, we have the other like secondary characters here. I don't remember his name, but the other one is Aoi. I don't remember one of them. Okay, this is the Aoi, I think. So all of them will be there. This is another, I think, from other divisions. Okay, this is the other guy that fights with Ren in the story as well. So we'll see all of these characters. She's actually looks like a healer because she's throwing some bombs or something. So maybe she's gonna be the healer. Okay, she's throwing some packs, so she's probably a healer there. Okay, we see Kaiju number 9 as well. So he's probably a boss fight in the story for sure. We see Kaiju number 10. I wish they would actually make them as a characters as well. I think that would be so cool. Making Kaiju number 10 and number 9 as a character. Ooh, this art looks so good. That would be such a cool way to, if you could play actual kaijus, because again, you can play kaiju number 8 9, oh sorry, number 8. Why not make those two kaijus as well? That would be so cool. But I don't think they're doing that. They're probably making them just as bosses as they are. So again, you can wishlist on Steam. You can pre-registration already is open on Google Play and App Store. They already reached 200k on the pre-registration at this point of the video that I'm doing it right now. They have 200k. So hopefully by the time, again, obviously there's still a long time until the game actually comes out. I think it's probably going to be around like end of June and maybe end of July and start of August, somewhere there. I think it's definitely coming somewhere around the time the anime comes out. Hopefully it's gonna be either before anime, like a little bit earlier, or right after like the anime comes out. I think that's the perfect timing for them to put this out. Other than this, my thoughts on the game. I think again I'm a little bit tired from the turn-based games, but again I'm a big sucker for Kaiju number 8, so I'm definitely very excited. Don't forget to pre-registration. Again, the more people pre-registrate, we get the more stuff, and hopefully the game will look great and gonna operate. Hopefully they're not gonna fuck it up, and also leave your thoughts in the comments as well. I want to see what you think about the game. And hopefully if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, as well as I stream every day. Don't forget to check the streams out, and you can join the Discord so you don't miss the announcement for streams. I always do them beforehand in the Discord so you know when I'm streaming. And hopefully you have a great day. I'm gonna see you on the next one.